Hey, I'm Colin Lacey, and today we're going to look at how we can use CloudWorks to expose applications that we've deployed in our managed Kubernetes clusters. There's two production-ready ways that we're going to look at, and it's worth mentioning that there's a third way. It's not really production-ready, but that's using your Bastion server as an ingress, as a load balancer into your managed Kubernetes clusters. Now, like I said, this is really not production-ready. It's more for development purposes, but it is worth mentioning. So from here, the next thing I want to show you is my Azure console, where I'm going to show you, I don't have any load balancers. Now, why would I show you that? That's weird. No, it's not, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand up WordPress in CloudWorks, right? I'm going to use the applications tab to stand up WordPress, and I'm going to have CloudWorks stand up a load balancer in Azure for me. When I install it, CloudWorks is going to take care of that so that I can then manage DNS and manage my TLS certs in Azure to make sure that I have secure production-ready ingress into my application. So let me do that. I'm going to install WordPress. Yep. And for this one, I'm going to call this instance WordPress LB because it's a load balancer that I'm standing up, right? It's going to be in the default namespace. Cool. I'm going to leave all this as it came in the default settings, right? I'm going to continue, cool, run installation. And now we're going to see in the logs almost immediately that it's standing up a load balancer for me, right? Let's look. Great. Release, let's see, persistent volume claim. Cool, cool, cool. Where is it? Let's wait for it for just a second. There it is. Service does not have load balancer ingress IP address. So it's standing up the load balancer right now. And as soon as that log is done, we can come over here and I'll refresh. There's my load balancer. It stood it up already. And if I click on this, it's going to load information. And I click on see more down here, I can actually see here's the IP where my WordPress installation will be waiting for me once it's done. So I can access WordPress from this IP through Azure, right? The load balancer that Azure provided. Now, again, you have to kind of know your way around Azure from here to make it production ready and secure. You have to be able to install a TLS cert. You have to manage your DNS settings so that instead of pointing to an IP, you're pointing to a domain name. But it's ready to go. So that's one way to do it. And we'll take a look at that once it's done installing. Okay, so it's going to keep on installing. That's great. Meanwhile, we're going to come back here and we're going to look at the other way to install an application so that you can expose it using CloudWorks, right? And that is using Taikun Link. So I'm going to install WordPress. Cool. Going to install it again. And this time we're going to call this installation WordPress Link, right? So I'm going to turn on extra values because there are some settings that we'll need to add. And then I'm also going to turn on Taikun Link. So Taikun Link, what is that? Well, it's a way that Taikun and CloudWorks provides for us to use their infrastructure to expose our applications. They set up all the network ingress for us. They set up the TLS cert for us so that we have a production ready ingress into our applications using their stuff. So we don't need to manage all the stuff in Azure or your cloud provider.